Hello everyone! I was actually making a tutorial about something else when an interesting thing happened today, and I felt kinda compelled to share. So I was winding myself up to work on the finale episode of my Lisa mini-drama, which by itself is a unplanned, spur-of-the-moment thing too, but that's a story for another time. Basically, the other day, either by sheer dumb luck or some divine intervention, I stumbled on this technique that gave me the perfect Lisa clone I've dreamed of since the dawn of time. I took use of Seedance 2.0's feature of allowing up to 9 reference images in a single clip, and dumped a whole bunch of Lisa screen grabs from this 1974 movie. These screen grabs previously have resulted in a bunch of unsuccessful character sheets, but this time, when I put all the essentially training data into Seedance 2.0 directly, the model somehow understood Lisa correctly and worked perfectly on the first go. It has since been consistently giving me the correct Lisa almost every single generation. Needless to say, I thought I cracked the code. I wasted no time to use the same technique to duplicate Lisa from the same movie, just with a different costume. Unfortunately, the result was disappointing. I didn't want to let this hiccup to slow me down, so I put my frustration aside and kept going. Then today I was working on the last episode. I don't know, I guess I just wasn't ready to give up, so I decided to give this technique one last try. I went into debug mode and spotted 2 possible culprits. First, my successful Lisa clone used 8 reference images, while the morphed one only had 5. Secondly, the morphed clone didn't have close-ups of her face. To fix this, I grabbed some higher resolution close-ups from another Lisa movie from that same era. I figured better image quality would help the model understand her face better. I was wrong. The generated Lisa just didn't fit the visual style of my mini-drama. I suspected the different makeup style in the other movie ended up confusing the model. To test my theory, I stripped out those new references and ran the same prompt again. I was right. This time the film's visual style returned, but the character likeness still wasn't quite there. So, back to the drawing board. I grabbed some close-ups from the original movie, even though the image quality was noticeably worse. I used the exact same prompt, hit generate, and it worked. So, here is my final verdict. There are 3 main elements that dictate the quality of an AI deepfake. Ranked from most to least important, they are shot size, camera angle, and overall image quality. In other words, if your ethical deepfake projects are suffering from a lack of high-quality training data just like me, which I have detailed in a previous video, hopefully my experience today takes off some of that pressure for you. Because, as my test showed, image quality really isn't everything. That's it. That's the interesting thing I want to share today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.